Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to Easy Life. Today we're going to be continuing our Snooker 19 career mode. Today we start the Champion of Champions taking on ball run Stuart Bingham in the opening round. So yeah, looking forward to this. Champion of Champions. First 4 frames in the first round, of course. This is like the, they call it the group stage, I think. So yeah, if we win this, we'll get through to the group final, which is effectively the quarter final. It's not like a league thing or anything, or a round robin or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I think Neil fans just said it's like the 4th major. I don't know. It's pretty a big tournament in snooker. But yeah. Just haven't played Snooker 19 for a few days. Just might be a bit rusty. That break off was a bit like weird, unusual. Because yeah, of course I've obviously had a week off filming. As I say, well, nearly a week. I've been at school, so just taking a break off filming. Last time I filmed it was the 6th of June. Today is the well, it's just a few hours from the Euro starting. So yeah, well, that's a nice opening red. What sort of position are we gonna get? Well, red don't really go, so to speak, I don't think. As tempting as this pot may be, I'm just going to play the tightest roll-up. And I think I missed that. That's a terrible shot, because we could be putting.
Foul on the miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1. Stuart Bingham, 4. Free ball.
I think we're being asked to play from the original position. But this time we have to hit a red first rather than a colour, which is, you know, is that a glitch of the game? Or is that part of the rules? I don't know. I think I'll hit the reds there. Yeah, I did. No foul called, so it's fine. Bingham. Well, he's left us red on. Tough red, but I'm going to go for this.
Excellent ball.
Nice shot, yeah. What sort of an angle on this green have I got? How do I fancy this green for my dinner? How do I like these for my dinner, as McManus would say? Well, let's go check out this potting angle. That looks good to me.
He's lining up the green ball.
So here goes, guys. Nice pot. And I think the cue ball's pretty good. I think that is very good, yes. If I'm on this red, oh, wow, that is absolutely stunning. Mind the pun, because here we go, I'm going to stun into these.
You would have hoped for a better split there. But
Neil's saying I would have hoped for a better split, but it's fine, I've got a blue. Maybe a little bit on the tough side, just got to pay attention to this blue. It's missed the ball, but, you know, still a chance, good shot. And you know, I mustered up this chance from there being a few loose reds to pretty good table. Now, you know, of course at the Rico Arena for this event. Coventry, City of Culture, 2021. Which, well, at the time of filming is hadn't even begun a week ago. It started last Saturday from when I'm filming. It was, started on the 5th of June.
11.
But yeah. Another shot, another nice crack, another crack at the blue here. They have. Again, tough shot. It's got to pay due care and attention, as I say.
Curing required here.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful position as well.
16.
Absolutely fantastic. Got all sorts of reds that I could take on. It's world's my oyster, if you like. Just got to pick the right one. I don't think this is a bad red. Just want to play this one right. Pot it. Hopefully get up for a colour. Yeah, that kiss on the red wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I actually think I'm perfectly fine here.
17.
I may well be on this pink. I may well be on this pink. Nope, I'm not on it. So again, one of these days you'd think we are going to miss one of these blues. You know, we're riding our luck a bit here. But you know,
The long pot's on, and he's going
third
for
time. It's there. Okay, have I got a pot on? Is the blue, or is the blue? No, the blue's not snookering this red, so yeah, again a long pot. It's perhaps reminiscent to the first of the break, just probably down the other side of the table, you'd say. What's the difference? It's the opposite pocket.
This is not easy.
Here goes.
Tremendous pot.
Pot. So what position have I got? What sort of position? Beautiful if I'm on this pink.
23.
I think we are, you know. I think we are. Oh, we are alright, guys. Wow, what a chance this is. I know we're only 20 in front, but man, we've... I feel like I potted more balls than just... I feel like I potted more balls than to earn only a break of 23, but I suppose, you know, blues and you know, a green. Probably not as high scoring as I would have hoped for. Imagine that's end of break.
That's not ideal.
I do imagine that's end of break, yeah. Yeah, probably didn't make the best of that chance, but yeah. Oh, cut. What a cut this would be to take on in the opening frame of the Champion of Champions. Well, I am a champion,
And he's missed that.
you know, but no, I missed it. Where's it all going to finish up?
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
It's as good as getting away with it, I'd say. Yeah, it was as good as getting away with it. Right, has he left us anything? Has he had the run of the ball and done his nickname justice, you'd have to say. He's left us this red. Oh, ouch! Oh, I just... my knee.
He's looking to get the cue ball safe and tight to the cushion here.
Don't kiss. Whoa. Oh, don't kiss the green. Oh, it's annoying, that is. But you don't know, still a chance he could miss.
Shocker.
Yeah, he's got it. I didn't think he'd go for that one, though. Well, we're now just going to sit and hope for Bingham to make the mistake. So obviously 4 frames today. Oh well, didn't have to wait too long for that error. I think our controller just DC'd there slightly for a second, but got back in no time at all.
This really is tricky.
Is this there? Is it there? Whoa!
But he's missed it.
I didn't think I'd miss that. It's a tough old school, I did say in the last episode. That heartbreaking defeat to Alan at the International Championship, yeah. What I've learned from YouTube recently is that the Tour Championship hadn't actually got that many big matches in this game. It's actually only got best of 19 final. But like the long 2-session matches, like Toulouse Live 2 sessions, it's got obviously best of 11s, but they're not big enough. So yeah, so it's only really the World Championship that has full coverage, full length, like all the way through has really long matches. So the second best is before the World Championship, but only one tournament before. It's the China Open, not a tournament that I've really ever watched much of, so I probably didn't know much about it, and I kind of just assumed it would be maybe a best of 19 final, best of 11 semis. It's actually I think it's taking the best out of the International Championship in having
17.
If having a long tournament, like everyone got a chance at it. Obviously the International Championship are qualifying, I don't know about the China Championship, and it's taking the best of the Shanghai Masters with the best of 19 semi-finals and the best of 21 final. Obviously we didn't get to the Shanghai Masters final, but we did do pretty well there. We got to the semi-finals.
29.
You know, it was a non-ranking event, but I don't really care. It's still a good event. I think the Shanghai Masters would still get a high ranking if I was to rank all the tournaments, just like the players are ranked. I think the Shanghai Masters would rank extremely highly. Obviously, World Championship I put at number 1. Number 2, it would probably be UK Championship just because it's ranking. And number 3 is very slender. Third place is the Masters. It could have easily been second though. It may well. I may think it's second. It's a tough one between the UK and Masters. Because they're both triple crowns. 4th best is Tour Championship, not on the game but in real life definitely. 5th best I'd say is Champion of Champions. No, actually, 5th best I'd say is Shanghai Masters. 6th International Championship. 7th China Open. It's a shame. 8th Champion of Champions. 9th, what was I going to say? Players Championship. 10th World Grand Prix. They're my top 10. Then I'll probably put the home nations below them. And then I'll probably put the German Masters, European Masters, all those sorts of tournaments below them. Then Gibraltar Open, Paul Hunter Classic, Indian Open below all of them, and Riga Masters. And then and then Shootout we just fit in somewhere in between, probably below home nations. It's probably not as bad as the Gibraltar Open and all those rubbish tournaments, but like the Paul Hunter Classic, probably doesn't do the name justice, I don't know. Paul Hunter, good snooker player, I think. Didn't really, I was extremely young when, he died. So, but yeah, I've heard that he's a very good snooker player. Like, he probably one of those who would have gone on to win the World Championship. He's considered a great player. Just had an unfortunate story, if you like, But yeah, they even named a tournament after him. May not be the biggest event of the calendar, but it's I think naming an event after him, and even the Masters Trophy, the Paul Hunter Trophy. Don't forget, it's quite a big thing. It's I think it just shows respect, and I think snooker players would appreciate it as well. The living ones, the ones on tour, and just snooker fans, I think. I'd imagine. I don't think Paul Hunter Classic's one of those tournaments that people watch because I don't know to what extent there's televised coverage of it, but it's not really a tournament that I take an interest in. Whoever wins it wins it. I'm not really too bothered. It's just one of those tournaments. Riga Masters, all these rubbish small tournaments at the beginning of the season. No, that's frame. He's playing frame ball. Can't be bothered. If you see. I'm playing now to skip a lot of events. I don't know if I said this in my last video or if I made my decision since then. I'm going to skip the rest of the home nations. I'm going to do a Mark Selby. Man. People talk about Yan Bingtao winning. Speaking of Mark Selby, people talk about Yan Bingtao winning the Masters on his debut. Selby also won it on his debut, but that's not what I was going to say. Selby won the Scottish Open on his debut in 2019, He'd never played in one before, and he's never lost in one since. Okay, he's only been in 2 Scottish Opens. I think, 3 other players have won the other 3 events, the other 3 Scottish Opens since 2016 to 2018. Yeah, I remember last year's Scottish Open final. It was Selby and Ronnie. It was Ronnie blaming Selby for picking up water at one point. Ronnie going for a maximum in that last frame. When Ronnie was going for that maximum in that last frame of the Scottish Open, I knew he'd get really close to. I knew he'd have a really effortless looking maximum break, and it would go to the point where he nearly wins the frame, but then misses a shot, and then Selby would clear up. I knew that was happened, and indeed that was exactly what happened. Meanwhile, I'm just shocked as to why Bingham didn't go for the blue there, and only made 7 from that quite good opportunity, We've really got to pounce now, we've got to take our chances. I think that's good. Pretty sure that's hard enough. Yeah, that's in. Nicely on this black. Just going to screw back for this red. Good shot. Could learn a thing or two from my performance the other day, I could have done with just a few confident shots. In fact, yeah, it was 2 days ago now. I've decided to space these videos out for the Champion of Champions, just because I didn't want to cram them all into. I didn't want to cram them because I can't film as much now because I've got school. I'm only filming on weekends, so I'm not going to film during the weekdays, Monday to Thursday. So there's still 3 days of filming, but I don't want to film. I don't want to feel pressure to film too much either, so I've just decided to kind of just chill it down a bit and, film less. I did, anyway, back to the Home Nations events and skipping all those tournaments. I did say I was going to skip the events. I might give them a crack on medium matches, just off screen, and if I get far through the tournament, then I'll do long matches and I'll show the final perhaps, if I get that far, maybe the semi-final. Just an idea perhaps though. If I've got time, And I suppose as I slow down in this series, the actual season itself will catch up, and maybe it'll be nice just to film these tournaments as and when those relevant tournaments are on the TV, so perhaps kind of like at Christmas time you might expect a lot of Easy Life content, Might get the UK Championship, Scottish Open, World Grand Prix all in one go, back-to-back weeks. Then you get the Masters, the Shootout, all those tournaments. Okay, there's actually wouldn't work as well because the tournaments have changed around in order. The shootouts moved from February to January this season. And when I was looking at the calendar this season, I couldn't help but taking surprise in seeing that the Northern Ireland Open and English Open and Welsh Open and Scottish Open, the Home Nations events, basically, they're going to have qualifying events. So I was keen to know what they're going to entail. I'm keen to know what they're going to entail of how they're going to do qualifying. Are they going to become bigger events? Are they going to I'm just interested to see, because obviously it's not going to be 128 players in 7 days, so it's going to be a bit more spaced out. And another thing that surprised me, the Gibraltar Open's only 4 days long, rather than 7. There are a few surprising things. Let's see if the Tour Championship will change its format yet again, because, it's had 3 different formats so far. I just hope that it doesn't go down to best of 11s. I just hope that they don't bring it down to the standard of the Players' Championship. I mean, I'm not saying the Players' Championship's a poor tournament, I'm just saying that it's not as exciting and it's not as big as the Tour Championship, like the matches aren't as long. It doesn't have as big a status. It's a big tournament still. I did rank it very highly, actually ranked it 9th. But yeah, it's still a high ranking for how many tournaments there are on the calendar. It's still one of the better tournaments, one of the worthy ones. The tournaments that are beating it are either the ones that are really hard to qualify for, like the Champion of Champions, or the Masters, or the Tour Championship, or tournaments that are just really long matches, like the World Championship, the Tour Championship, Shanghai Masters, China Open, International Championship, all these tournaments. Obviously the best one is inevitably the World Championship. It's the one that we all know and love. Our April and May wouldn't be the same without, as last year, 2020, depends when you're watching this, last year 2020 proved the case, and meanwhile that was an absolutely beautiful shot, dropping a red over the middle pocket, freeing it, and landing on what is now the most difficult red on the table. Before it was probably the second most difficult, now it is the most difficult because I made another one really easy. So yeah, the century break's certainly on here. I'd fancy myself for the frame, this to go 54 in front, and I'd say that's a huge lead. Bingham hasn't been taking his chances, and this is really what we needed to get settled in today. Had a good frame here. I am not going to pick too many complaints out. It's already on a break 61, already into what I'd call quite big numbers, 62. This blue will put us on on break 67.
Wanted that under better control, really. 62.
The question is, what's the biggest break we can then go on to make? mind the rhyme.
Nicely done.
Well, it's hard to mind the rhyme if I'm going to accidentally rhyme there. Or make it sound like a rhyme. 4 reds left, 59 points. 59 plus 67, quick maths. I think it might well be 136. No, it's 126. So yeah, we can't top our highest break. But it would still be a very nice break. Our highest break, obviously, 136. We did that, I think, at European Masters. The tournament that, if I haven't already said, that was the tournament that we won to qualify for this event. I believe that Bingham? I believe that Bingham won the Gibraltar Open to qualify for this, because I was watching Captain Goodspeed's Champion of Champions Season 1, and he played, Stuart Bingham in the first round, believe it or not, as well. And he goes, Bingham won the Gibraltar. So yeah, could easily be end of break now. So just relying on a wishy plan to continue it. Oh, not quite. Maybe if I hadn't adjusted it so much, I could have been sitting here laughing now. But break 75. That was very good. I'll take it. Just what we needed to get into this session. And we're back on level terms. It's 1 apiece going into the 3rd frame. So can we take a lead going into tomorrow's episode? Because obviously there definitely will be an episode tomorrow now. Wednesday night. Wednesday the 23rd of June, I think. Or is it the 30th? I think it's the 23rd. I mean, I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure it's 20. No, it's not. It's the 30th, isn't it? No? No, it's the 30th. It's 23rd. It's the 23rd, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Forget it. You know what I'm talking about. Is it the 22nd or is it the 29th? I think it's the 22nd. I'll care. Well, when I say today, I mean on your when you're watching this. Obviously, you would know because of when you're watching it. But yeah, I'll know when I upload this video because I'll just put it the day after the previous. Sorry, 2 days after the previous. I need to remember that. It's a Tuesday. This episode will be airing. Oh, what a stupid shot!
That's an unforced error.
Oh, it's not an easy escape either. Oh, what should I do? Brown's in a nice spot. I just want an easy hit. Can't be asked. Oh my god, it's going to make me reset.
He wants to keep this cue ball safe, but no guarantees.
Oh, missed it. Oh, such a frustrating game at snooker. It's a tough game. It's a tough game.
Not the best shot, although it was a very testing position.
Well, Bingham's not going to put us back in here, so that's all right.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Has he left us anything to go up? Well, he's left us this. And you know me, I'm never afraid to take on a long pot, a daring long pot. I'm very risk-taking in that sort of sense. Oh, what a shot.
Top shot that is.
How's the cue ball looking? Yellow into the left middle? Right middle even? Or blue into the right corner? I think the blue might be a good choice here. Nah. I quite like this yellow. I'm just going to be realistic about this and not try and go into the pack because that is a bit of an ask, a bit of a big ask, as they say,
This really is tricky.
So yeah, I'm just going to drop this yellow in nice and softly. Is that there? Is that there? It's there. Well, David Endon's complimenting it, so yeah, that was kind of the point where I was assured about position. Right now, it's now very much essential that I get an angle on blue, and I think that's what I failed to do. That was not a good shot at all. This is an absolute disaster. Should have screwed it a bit more than that. Yeah, it's kind of reducing the amount I was screwing it because I think it's too much. This will be an exhibition shot and a half. If I can pop this and go into the pack.
No problems with the rest there. Well played.
Well, Neil's complimenting it, but I think that's really just because of my pot, because I've got no position whatsoever unless there's a plant. Oh. Just gonna contain the situation here. Pretty much, more or less, yeah. Let's play a nice reserve safety shot. Nothing too extravagant, nothing too bold or daring or audacious, anything like that.
12.
Gone and off. Most certainly will we be playing on here. That I have no doubt in my mind.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
Looking to blast the hell out of this Neil. And get a very nice shot on the black. This is more or less pinpoint perfect.
Aiming for the left corner here.
That is like, if you asked me what the definition of ideal was, I think that wasn't going to be too far. I was never going to be too far off it.
8.
It's going to hop up for blue here. Appreciate it can be agonising to watch.
A lot of power. Nicely on the
So yeah, I would ask who's your favourite for the Euros, comment down below, but that's because the Euros are about to start when I'm making this video. But you're obviously, when you're watching this, it's quite a way before the Euros, it's quite a way into the Euros. You know, a few weeks, I'd say, a couple of weeks probably. So yeah, but yeah, do feel free to comment down below on who you'd make favourite. If I were to pick, I'd probably say France, probably pretty good favourite. They won the World Cup, obviously.
Plenty of power.
France, you know.
Not sure what happened there.
Portugal
That's a poor
might
shot.
be favourite. I think Portugal might have won the Euros last time. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was Portugal actually. I did check the other day, but can't quite remember. I think Portugal. They beat France 1-0 in the final. I know France won the World Cup. I remember watching the final there. They beat Croatia. Croatia, they could win it.
That's not the best shot I've seen.
They've got England in their group in the first round, but I'm pretty sure 3 out of the 4 teams progressed to the second round. Although you know, whilst Bingham's making this break, you know, you could be on it for quite a while. So I'll just clarify that on my phone. I know it's something embarrassing. I want to check out something so major, but you know. Oh well, we'll do it next time around because we're back at the table sooner than I expected. Or I'll do it after this video and tell you in the next. How about that? Tell you in tomorrow's episode, perhaps, if we just completely dominate the rest of this session. That was a good shot.
Oh, what a shot!
That was a beautiful shot. It really was. Like,
that's great cue ball control. Excellent position.
I'm not on the black,
1.
but the big but is that I'm gonna have to take the yellow. I was saying the big but as if I had an even better option or something, but no. Have a difficult shot here. Have a really difficult shot. I'm not too confident on this. Oh, just brushing it would have done, and that has done very nicely. That has done beautifully. Bit over enthusiastic there, beautifully. Well, I said it. Probably getting a bit tired of me saying beautifully. Amount of times I said it in this video. Oh, I'm not on the black. Or I might be on the black, but yeah, I think I've overrun slightly. I'd overrun slightly, yeah. Doesn't matter too much. Just talking a lot of rubbish. Perhaps just relishing the opportunity to be once again sitting here making a video, doing something I enjoy. You know, it's a long, boring week of school. A very boring week of school, let me tell you. The most boring week of school I've ever had, undoubtedly. Just relishing the opportunity to be making this. I'm not even lying about school being boring. It is by far the most boring week of school in my entire, so far. Like, no doubt. No exams or anything, just dead boring.
Let him sink this into the right corner. What a top pot that was. Great cueing. 7.
Oh, here we go. Pot this blue order of the day, of course, but but of course, gotta get the cannon as well. Like to get the cannon. Like to get the blue. Like to get the blue. Got the blue. Wouldn't like the foul. We haven't got the foul because we're getting complimented. I love how I just use the commentators to know things sooner rather than later. It's kind of it might sound cheap because I think Captain Goodspeed don't do it. Maybe he doesn't listen to them that much, But he does say he's talking a load of rubbish sometimes. Or I don't know what he's talking about if he's not talking sense. Or he might from time to time rarely commentate on them, but you know, commentate on the commentators. He's going to drop in this blue fairly softly. Just play down for this red into left corner pocket.
Very well played.
Good shot. Yeah, good chance to go 2-1 up in this best of 7, which you know, Bingham would have to then win 3 out of the last 4. So he'd kind of be able to just kind of feel a bit more, it kind of relieve the pressure a bit, I suppose. No, we couldn't be behind going into tomorrow. Obviously we're not going to win today, nor is Bingham. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful pot and beautiful position. Because we're on something, if nothing, if what? We're on something, definitely, yeah, we're on that. I think we might have been on that red into the yellow pocket. Yeah. I didn't really want to take that, I would have taken it as a last resort. But this is kind of really freeing it. This is really just, I'm really just opening this table up now. It's a chance that I should make something of now. And there's still 50, well, there was 51 before I potted that red. So just a chance to top my highest break of the day, only a little bit though. I think I can get 77 here. My highest obviously 75 from the previous frame. So yeah, we're about to take the lead in this match. And yeah, I've been watching a lot of Captain Goodspeed lately, as I say. I've been watching not only Snooker 19 content, which he did end quite a while ago. I'm just watching some of the older videos because I hadn't watched them. I hadn't discovered his channel then. So I'm just watching them back, enjoying the content. Yeah, but I've also been watching his more recent videos, his World Snooker Championship 2009 videos. Been watching some of that. And I've been watching some World Snooker Championship 2005. Now, World Snooker I'm kind of trying to weigh up which game looks better. Now, World Snooker Championship 2009 plays really fast, and you can kind of just reel off the frames really quickly. It's a fast-paced game. It's kind of just doesn't slow you down. You can build up a lot of momentum on it. It just looks really fun. You can kind of edit your skills. You can edit your customise your player. Don't know how you can do that on Snooker 2005. He didn't really show it, but that game you can play full-length matches, which you can't in Snooker 2009. When I say full length, I mean like real life length.
I'm not surprised he's
you can in the World Championship. But the World Championship in the 2005 game isn't exactly like a real World Championship, because you kind of don't play like last 16 phase. Well, you do, but it's not best of 25. It's the best of 19. And then the quarterfinals has a one table setup. It's kind of a little bit skewed. I don't know why they did it like that. They did a qualifier round, which is the best of 19. It's the last 32. I don't know, or I don't even know if it is the best of 19. But by this point, I'm just talking a complete load of rubbish. And if you still understand what I'm saying, then props to you. And then either you're very intelligent, or maybe what I'm saying isn't that difficult to understand, or you've watched Captain Goodspeed and you know what I mean. Or you're just not listening. I don't even know if that counts, but...
Well, no surprises here with the long pot attempt.
I thought the camera said 39 minutes then. I thought
61.
Can't make another frame. But of course, 33 minutes.
To the left corner.
Controller's just playing a bit up here, I think. What was that? I didn't really catch the break that well. What was it?
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 61.
61. Not a bad break at all. So that gives us a frames
Well played.
frames lead in this frame. In this match. Bingham, what a break off! What a beautiful thing! Wow, I was not expecting that. That's kind of just, this has taken me by some massive surprise, you know. I've got to capitalise on this, because this is a opportunity and a half, let me tell you. Make no mistake, my friends. This is like the deal. This is like money can't buy this.
Half a chance here.
This is a brilliant chance. If I miss this, I'll be a bit triggered, obviously, you could imagine. I missed it, you know.
Close.
Well,
not quite.
I had a feeling I'd missed it because I hadn't measured it out enough. I was too bothered about position for the black and trying to make a 147 that I forgot about the pot. Well, I'm going to get another chance almost immediately. No 147 unless we can get a free ball somehow, but I'm not too fussed. We got another chance, okay. Again, a tough little opener. I'm saying it's a good chance. Maybe it isn't. Maybe the balls are covering each other. Maybe it's like this really weird attacking safety of a break-off. I don't know. It's kind of just something you don't see in professional play because the professionals, you know, if you've watched snooker, you'll know they're very reserved players unless they're angry and they just play a shot out of frustration, and they tend to go on to regret it unless they make a huge fluke or do a good shot out of the frustrated shot and maybe are glad that they were frustrated, you know. But I'm probably not entertaining to listen to because of the amount of rubbish I'm talking. I understand. Please do comment. Please do comment on what you think. You know, I don't know if you guys have a YouTube channel yourself. Obviously don't know all of you guys personally. Probably might know some of you. Sure I will know some of you, of course, but
great shot.
Not all of you.
He's cueing extremely well here. 5.
Striking the ball.
11.
Oh, I was going to say I'm keen to get the black back on its spot, but it doesn't matter too much now because the pink's on the black spot, so kind of got a bit of, relieved me a little bit in this frame. Oh, that goes, that's beautiful. Well, I'm going to take the blue on here because I like it more than, because I think it's easier to get to the blue than it is to the pink. Obviously we've got 10 minutes left to make this frame.
12.
And, well, it's as close to a practice routine as I could want, this is, because, you know, I don't have to worry, I don't have to think about a cannon for crying out loud. I mean, they're all in the open. I mean, look what Bingham's done. I don't believe he did that on a break-off shot. It's a weird break-off, but it has happened. And that's, you know, something I'm surprised about. I've got every right to be. I wasn't expecting it. Of course, I was just interested to see what he'd do for his break-off, because, you know, just interested to see how his frame's going to start. I always want to make a 147 in a frame. It's always deep down at the back of my mind. It surely must be something every player would like.
18.
At best case scenario, but yeah. Meanwhile, standing in the blistering sunlight. Problems. I think I can just about sneak this in, pinching a tad of the pocket. Pretty sure that's in, yeah. Good shot.
26.
Go for black here, I think it goes, yeah it does. And I'm just going to craftily take the pink off the back spot. Craftily, is that even a word? Craftily. Yeah, the pink will now spot below its own spot rather than next to the black, so that kind of relieves the black spot a little bit. A lot of traffic on it otherwise, if you like. I don't think that's a snooker term, but it's just me being silly. Ooh, yeah, that's in.
Tremendous shot. Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort. 34. He's aiming for the left corner here. Excellent shot.
Goes in the end.
That's a wonderful, wonderful pot. 39.
Nope. No position on pink or black, I don't think. So, well, I might have position on pink, but I'm not going to take that. It's too tough for me leaking. What? My liking.
This pot into the right corner.
There we go.
That's an excellent pot.
Nice easy green, I like it. It's in real life it may look like a tough shot, but maybe I'm just good at that shot in real life because they tend to always go in for me. But I think maybe there is part of me there is part of the reason that maybe I'm just good at that shot. Or maybe it genuinely is an easy shot. But I'm gonna need another good shot here because I've got 2 shots on which go 2 pots, but they're tough. They're missable. Balls are open. I'm 43 the lead. It's a decent lead, but not the end of the frame sort of thing. Is this there? Yes, it's there. Fancy me for the frame now.
Nicely onto the colour.
I'm just going to drop this pink in. Yeah, I'm going to drop the pink in. I know it's not going to spot nicely, but yeah, there's no other spot, is there? So it's not going to spot very nicely, but it doesn't matter too much. I'm sure I'll get a chance. Oh, my knee. Again.
Nicely played onto a red.
I think it's all that running. You may have thought I was joking about the running guy. It certainly wasn't. It's taking its effect on me now. Ouch. It's hurting my knees. Oh. Quite painful as well. Don't want to add any sort of side onto that. You know me, I'm very reluctant, shall we say, about using side. It's cost me the Martin Gold match back at the Indian Open, which was pretty much the way this, pretty much the start of this spell of Snooker 19.
58.
This is really good work. This video. I mean, I'm really impressed with how.
59.
I know this was an easy chance, and yes, it's true. It really was a very easy chance, but the balls may be there, but you still got to pot them to win the frame, And I think this is what I'm doing here. I'm just potting the balls, enjoying myself, going out there, just doing the work, putting the hours in, and I'm enjoying I'm reaping the rewards for it at the moment,
He's going to the left corner pocket.
Oh, what a shot.
No problem there.
Sort of a, hopefully I got into the last ones, that is nigh on perfect, being straight on the blue. From straight on this blue, wow, that is pretty much one of the best things I could have hoped for to get to position on the last red, on one of these 3 reds rather.
Sink this into the left corner pocket.
Because look at that, that's a nice position.
Down it goes. 72.
Although I do think it'll be hard to get onto the next red as well. But I'm just glad to have another shot in this frame, another pot. And, I might have an angle on this pink, I think I do, just about screw back for those reds. And then the last red will be easy because there'll be none others to obstruct its path. But I'm going to have to play a tough red here.
Attempting to sink this.
I'm just going to play a cutback. I'm not going to play I'm not going to get in behind the red, here we go, I'm just playing a thin cutback.
79.
Trying to leave myself as gettable as a shot as I can, and I think I've left myself a very gettable one. It's very gettable actually. If that's, I don't think gettable's a word, probably isn't, but don't really care. Well, missed that by some way. What was the break? I think it was 76?
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
79. Well, that's the frame, and we take a 3-1 lead going into tomorrow evening. Yeah, that's pretty good in the end. That was a pretty good sesh. Really hope you guys enjoyed that. Please subscribe and like. Hope you're having a wonderful day, guys. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.